Hi kawan, welcome to EDC Ready. Today I have an unboxing of a very special knife. It's a very highly anticipated knife. It is the Civivi Vision FG. This is in black G10 with the black Nitro-V blade steel. So a couple of background about this guy. I bought this guy just a few hours ago from a shop called Gear Evil. You can check it out from their website. I should have a link in the description box down below. And this is actually designed by a Malaysian knife designer called Snecx Tan. And he has actually done plenty of different knives, not plenty, like 3 knives for Civivi, for Wii and Civivi. So you had the Buster, you had the Vision R, and now you have the Vision FG. So what comes in the box? You have this nice little case here, and I really like Civivi's zipper case here. I have another one, I think. No, it's not Civivi. I have a CJRB. That's another nice one, and then a Demco one as well, which is quite a bit bigger than the other two. But a lot of these Chinese knives comes with really good zipper cases. Civivi one, a little bit smaller than the CJRB, definitely smaller than the Demco. But now let's open it up. Well, what do you get in the box? You get a nice little cloth. Okay, this is just a nice little eyeglass cleaner cloth. You have a sticker, which is great. You have a little pamphlet, product warranty. You have this here, which is a Blade Show Best Buy of the Year 2021 for the Elementum, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So a little product brochure, very nice. You have another sticker, I believe. Yes, this is the what do you call it? This is the Elementum. And definitely, last but not least, is that we have a knife. Now, this doesn't really have a sleeve like the CJRB one has, but it's nice and velvety on the inside. Last but not least, we have the knife itself. As mentioned, it is black G10 scales. I actually did check out the Micarta ones, and I almost bought the Micarta one, the green Micarta, but it's really dark green to the point that it's almost black, and then it's actually surprisingly smoother than the G10. I thought I would really like the Micarta, but the Micarta is just subpar compared to the G10, and Civivi does really good G10. I had the Makena. So let's do a first impressions. We have a deep carry pocket clip with a recessed pocket clip and recessed screws. Very nice. We have a nice little duck bill at the front there. I really like that. Really makes it easy to get the pants and the finger underneath the clip. G10 with 1, 2, 3 holes and a 4th hole, and you can actually see how the locking mechanism works inside there. That'll make it quite a little bit easier for me to kind of check the lock bar on the inside. We have the Civivi logo, which is recessed as well. Very nice. We have this is called the Superlock. It is a Snecx Tan design lock, and I really like this lock. It's kind of a mix of a you could say it's kind of like a Benchmade axis lock plus a or a Spyderco ball bearing lock, that's a better example, plus a back lock. Very nice lock. We have thumb studs, and then here, designed by Snecx. So let's check out the action. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yep, that about does it. That is an action that you cannot refuse. Just an amazing action. On the closing, really nice, any blade play. 0 up and down. A little bit of side to side. That could be because of a loose pivot. I'll tighten that, see what happens. We have a little bit of lock stick. Let's see now. Yeah, no lock stick. I think that was just the first flick. I think the lock stick disappeared. No up and down. Still a little bit of side to side. All in all, ergonomically, this is really impressive because you have knives that have very specific finger grooves, like this guy, Para 3 lightweight, size comparison. You have all these little finger grooves where your finger goes into. Okay, so it's very comfortable if your finger fits, if your hand, particular hands fit into the grooves. But then you have these kind of like straighter edge handle blades, these straighter edge blade handles here, where they are maybe not the best in terms of comfort in a particular position, but they're, in this case at least, overall very comfortable in many positions. You can even choke it up. We have a little flat spot right here, unsharpened, completely clearing the plunger grind here. So you do have a massive finger / sharpening choil. Pretty good size, definitely a bigger size knife. Here it is against the Para 3 lightweight. You guys have already seen that. Okay, so as you can see here, a lot more blade length, sharpened blade length. okay, and definitely way more blade length in total. In terms of handle length, this guy just by a millimeter or two and edges over the Para 3 lightweight. See how far does it go up? It's like that. You can barely see the end of the of the Vision FG here. Okay, next up, action, really good. For the thumb flick, let's check out the reverse flick. Very nice. The detent is pretty good. Detent is definitely better than something you get from like a Benchmade. I think just the lock, how the lock interfaces with this part of the blade, okay, with the tang of the blade here, very nice. Creates a nice little, sorry, that's my fault. Creates a nice little spring-loaded detent. Very, very nice. Let's do a few more size comparisons. We have here with this guy, this is the Native 5 Salt. As you can see, it sticks out about half an inch more. But in terms of blade length, definitely it has the measure on it. Blade is Nitro-V, which is a nice little nitrogen-based steel. Sorry, it's not nitrogen-based. It's a steel with nitrogen in it. Very, very good blade steel. I've had it before. I've had no problems with it. Let's compare it with possibly the knife that is possibly the biggest knife in my collection. That is now this guy. But before that, I had this guy. Protect Malibu, way more expensive. This guy comes in at about 78 USD. This guy comes in at about 210, 220 USD. So you can see very similar size overall. Let's check out the blade. Check out that. Yeah, very similar sizes overall. This guy, although the blade might be just a tad bit shorter, but the Malibu actually has a slightly longer edge because it does not have that finger trowel, which is something you gotta think about when you want to buy a knife with a finger trowel. Alright, so that is it for this first impressions. Action is great, ergonomics is pretty darn good. The lock is very fidgety, really liking that. You can really fidget it in every angle. Clip is going to be good, can't wait to carry this guy for a few days. One thing that really has really caught me off guard is how thick the knife is. The knife is actually even thicker than the Para 3 lightweight. Let's see if it's thicker than this guy. Yeah, definitely just like maybe a millimeter thicker than the Native 5. Do I have anything thicker? I generally have quite thin knives in my collection. So is it thicker than this guy? Yeah, definitely. In fact, right around there, maybe a millimeter thinner. Okay guys, that's it. Do wait for the disassembly video where I show you guys how the lock works and how to get rid of this stop pin to share its little party trick. And then I will be carrying it to prepare for the full review. Thanks, and as always, stay ready.